Hey everybody, it's Rodimus Primal, and I've got a bunch of guests. You can probably see them in the upper corner over there. We are live. We're going to be doing a holiday unboxing. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, at the same time, actually holiday unboxing. Holiday buying guide, that's it.
Both are true.
I know what you meant.
Yeah. You know what the deal is. So, in the meantime, we're still waiting on one guest, and there we got Bacon with a Optimus Primal there in the corner, which is absolutely hysterical. But I have, before I start with this whole thing today, I got a box from a good friend of the channel, who is also one of my patrons, a husband and wife duo. I think it's Mickey and Mike. I could be wrong. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your names, but from Nevada, and they sent me a box, and I want to know what's in it. I'm really curious. There's a bunch of stuff in here, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of fun, cool stuff. Ooh, nice. So for starters, they sent me Runabout.
Great
Very
figure.
nice.
Oh, nice.
That's the best of the two.
Okay. I already have Run Amok from the other box, and I intend to review them both together. I know that's kind of a thing that everybody's been doing, right? Ooh, this is real nice. Very nice. The Decepticon clones.
Oh, neat.
Sweetness.
Somebody looted a Target.
Yeah. Probably
nice
did.
Target.
I haven't seen those out here yet.
Ooh, what's this? Oh.
Oh, dude.
Nice.
Oh,
The Autobot clones. And
You
it's
can have battles now.
And I got a box of goodies in here. What's in this box of goodies?
In the world?
Two bags of goodies.
It's like random accessories for combiners. I can see the feet.
Combiner accessories?
Yeah, I think they are combiner accessories.
Sweet.
Because they have a 3D printer, so probably for a combiner. A whole bunch of joints.
Probably ratchets, improved ratchets. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Very cool. I'm gonna have to look through them all. I got some in black. Those are all feet. And we got, what is that? Oh, it's a Magic 8-Ball Matrix.
Oh, really?
with a D20 inside.
That's awesome.
Should I let Hot Rod help me when I fight Megatron?
And
Ask again later.
Printed other stuff. Oh! This is a backpack for RC, and it's in white, and there are two of them. So if I get Lifeline, which I don't yet have, I can paint them pink and replace the backpack that came with it to transform, and then just make the car a separate piece.
Real quick, our other guest is in the chat.
Oh, there he is. Let's get him in.
Bum, bum, bum.
There he is.
Whoa, jeez.
It's not Halloween anymore, Brian.
This is a combiner to make.
Was the wait that long? Did he die?
This is to make a Siege Chromia, a combiner.
Oh,
So it's kind of like an add-on piece. Don't know exactly how it works. I'll have to find that out.
So it adds the peg to Chromia.
He moved. He's alive. I was wondering how long that would last.
Yeah. What are these?
Very good, sir.
It's plastic.
Yep.
It's a lot of plastic. Whole bags of plastic. I'm trying to figure out what's what, and I'm sure I'll figure it all out.
I've caught on when I was sitting here for the past couple of minutes waiting to come in.
Glad you said something. I saw you pop up in the chat, and I was like, he's here.
There we go. Okay. So that's all the cool stuff that I got from one of my patrons, and thank you very much. And in the meantime, I am going to switch it back to a multi-view because we are here tonight. And are you about to go on your other thing too, right, Anthony?
It's already up and running. It's basically seeing what I see here, and then we go talk about the items, and then I load the other screen. So for anybody who's watching, you can actually watch HasledNet's or H&E Games live stream and see the supplementary content that goes along with what the guys are talking about. And I did source websites for everything that the guys are going to talk about today, and because like some first level 1 retailers or whatever are out of stock, so I try to find pre-orders and stuff where you can buy them alternatively. Is this the Brady Bunch?
Brady Bunch.
So hold on. Ba weep grana weep ninny bong.
Okay.
Ba weep grana weep ninny bong.
Ba weep grana weep ninny bong.
We're never going to get started.
Nope, it's over.
Okay.
Sorry, Anthony.
You put a bunch of nerds in a live stream and you expect us to like act sane? Come on now.
Okay.
We
Well,
are 6 minutes in, and this is already derailed.
yeah, it's over. Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Anyway, again, I'm Anthony at HasledNet or H&E Games, and I'm going to go around and let everybody introduce themselves and give you a little bit of information about them. So starting with Rodimus, tell people where they can find you, although oddly enough, they should really know where you are because they're watching on your live stream.
Yeah, if you guys are watching on my live stream, I'm sure you guys know that you're watching on my YouTube channel. You can also find me on Twitter, on Instagram. You can support the channel on Patreon, or you can support the channel via donations to my rent is too high and my kids need Christmas gifts fund, which are all in the link in the description for this video. And at the same time, I'm sure everybody has been all over social media and kind of knows and watches my channel, so it's all fun stuff. Go ahead.
Okay, so next up is Bacon from TFormers. Bacon, tell us a little bit about TFormers and where they can check it out at.
Gosh, I hope you know already. Well, we do kind of like news and reviews and images and all that fan stuff to all our fans. If you do reviews or podcasts or whatever, come on over and share your stuff in the community, and we do our best to mirror it out to the world for all to see. And I do this thing called the Daily Prime with lots of primes every day.
Okay, so tformers.com. Social is where their forums are. They're also on
search up
Instagram.
TFormers, you'll find us.
Instagram and Twitter, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So then next up is Patriot Prime. Can you please tell us about yourself and your channel?
Sure can. Hey guys, this is Patriot Prime. You can find me at on YouTube, Patriot Prime Reviews. Also, Patriot Prime Reviews on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, though I really don't twit that much. I've also started a Patreon as of yesterday, and I've got 2 Patreons right now, so thank you so much for that. On my channel, I do Transformer reviews. I'm a big G1 enthusiast. I grew up with G1. Patriot Prime Reviews, that comes from me. I am a Army combat vet, served 1 tour in Iraq, and I started my whole channel off as a dare. So I do the figure reviews, I do live shows, I do unboxings, challenges, and I'm the toy hacks guy. So that's me.
Okay. So Kato, please tell us a little bit about you and your channel.
You can find me at Kato's Kollection on YouTube, on Instagram, and I also barely twit, but I am present on the twit. And I do not have a Facebook. I do have a channel membership. I do not have a Patreon like all these fancy schmancies, but I do have a channel membership on my YouTube page. But I do mostly mainline Transformers, a good bit of third party, and of course G.I. Joe, Thundercats, pretty much anything that gives me that little butterfly in my gut of nostalgia. I will purchase if I think it's cool. But yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Then we have Brian from TF Fanpage 101. Brian, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your channel and your dog?
This is Dexter. He's not related to the serial killer. Thank you. I'm Brian from TFan Page 101. I don't know how I got here. I just wound it up and showed up, and I guess they let me stay. They have coffee. I don't like coffee, so I don't know why I'm here. I've also got a Twitter. For some reason, one of my posts got 17,000 likes. I don't get that, but anyways, trying to think of something funny to say that would be entertaining.
That did it.
Yeah. It just has to happen.
It just has to happen naturally. Why did the chicken cross the street? Because he wanted eggs.
Nope.
It didn't just happen.
Nope. Okay.
Well, I ruined it.
Yep.
It's not.
Gifts, remember?
I ruined the holidays.
Christmas is dead. The Canadian did it.
The Canadian heat miser.
Canada.
Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm Anthony from Hasslersnet at H&E Games. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, website, the YouTubes. I also
Twitter.
Yeah. I do that twit. I tweet, but I am a twit, and also
Yes, you are.
also I'm a little jealous. Patriot Prime had his Patreon for one day and already has double the viewers or users than I have. So, wow. Yeah, he has up to 2. I have had the same guy. Thank you, Jimmy, for the last 18 months. And that is why I'm ending my Patreon at end of month, because I don't imagine 100 people are going to sign up in the next 26 days. Okay, so
I blame this guy. I saw his Patreon. I was like, okay, I've got to try it out, because I've had some people message me and say, why don't you do this? I created one actually probably about 6 months ago, and I never hit that submit button to approve it or whatever. It's just kind of been in lit. Oh, I created it during the whole COPPA thing, because I thought that's where I go. And then I started getting all these messages, and I thought, what the hell? Submit.
Okay, so for the viewers, the process is fairly simple. We're going to try to get this done in about 90 minutes. However, for anybody who's sticking around, we might switch into a Q&A mode. But the way this is work is Rodimus will be moderating chats related to the topics of which each of the people will be talking about. So they have all, in advance, except for Rodimus for some reason, submitted a list of items, which now I got to do his on the fly. Thanks. And essentially, they'll give you about 3 to 5 minutes of talking points on the item and why you should consider it as a gift for yourself or somebody that you know loves Transformers. And on the Hasslersnet or H&E Games channel, you can see the website where you can buy it or pre-order it, and as well as the current price in the marketplace. And then we'll go around everybody, and we're going to try to get at least 3 items done before the end of the 90 minutes. And then, of course, related questions to the item, Rodimus will pick 1 or 2, and the person speaking will try to answer the questions. Now, unless anybody has any questions, we're going to start with Rodimus, what his first pick is. Yeah. And for those, again, watching H&E Games, you can see me load it up and show pictures of it. So go ahead.
Okay, so you want me to give you guys my top 3 of toys that I think.
First one, right?
Okay. If I was to pick one that's out, pretty much is kind of like the quintessential Transformer, is that Earthrise Optimus. And the reason why I would put him on the list, and is I'm not ranking them like the 3 best or whatever, but I'm going to say it's the reason why Earthrise Prime I think is probably the best one of the bunch is because it's that quintessential Optimus. He comes with a trailer. It's a really good transformation. He comes with his matrix of leadership. He has just a really good, solid, mode to him, and it's a basic truck like it should be. So I think that is like the quintessential Optimus, and especially after I've been trying to get a review finished for it because I've been recording it differently than I normally do, which will be on the channel probably tomorrow, but that is one that I think is well worth your time, and one that I think that he's not only going to be available for Earthrise, but he's also going to be available for anybody who didn't get him in Earthrise in Kingdom. So it gives people the opportunity to get a really good Optimus Prime toy, for Christmas or for the holidays, or even like in the new year. So I think that's why he's like probably the best, toy of the bunch. So that's number one.
Yeah. So Earthrise Optimus Prime is available right now for order on HasbroPulse.com.
It is. It's also available on. I believe it's on Amazon too. I mean, it's literally almost on every single platform or place that they're selling Transformers. So
I'm still seeing them in Targets too.
I still haven't gotten it.
Okay, so Bacon, I have your list here. What is the one that is your top choice?
Well, I was going to say the same thing as Rodimus Primal.
Well, you can switch it up.
Could be the same one.
Well, I mean, I can echo that. He's right. It's kind of also because I'm totally into the Optimus Prime thing, but it's kind of like they went and fixed the G1 Optimus Prime. For the longest time, we had this really rigid, hard to play with thing, as iconic as it was. But now you get this Earthrise figure that's really awesome. I mean, the figure's great. The trailers are too small, but oh well, they'll probably fix that, or a third party will do the right size trailer.
It'll be the next 6 pieces.
But let's see what else I had on my list here. One that's probably not going to be a popular choice, and I tried to choose things that I thought people could actually find between now and Christmas, because we've had a lot of great stuff this year that I would have loved to pick out, but good luck finding it. Some of it's really hard to go on. Okay, but the other one I wanted to point out was Skylinks. I think if you're talking about a gift and you hopefully don't have it already, I guess that's always a challenge, finding that gift for your friend and what they have or will appreciate. There's always a gift card, by the way. But I thought Skylinks, man, if somebody gave me a Skylinks and I didn't have that, I'd be flipping out. That's another figure that they really kind of took out of G1 and did it right. Even from the Combiner Wars, you just barely, what I think, got kind of a gesture at Skylinks with the Combiner Wars one, and so now you got the Earthrise Skylinks, and I'm still seeing it in the store, so hopefully that's a little bit of an expensive present for that G1 or Transformers fan out there.
Okay, which is it's also my first choice, because Skylinks is like he's a kitty. Okay, so Patriot, what did you have on your first item on the list here?
Well, I figured if you're going to do it, go big, and my top one is the Earthrise Scorponok. This is an amazing figure. I absolutely love this guy. Well, first off, I've always been a big fan of the Scorponok character, not as much from the cartoon, but I was a fan of his G1 persona in the Marvel Comics series. And this, I think, is the best of the Titan figures, because this guy's got some heft to him. He doesn't really feel hollow. If he is hollow, he's filled up with parts, like a scorpion legs fill into the back section, which is all hollow. So once he's a robot, he's solid as can be. Lots of playability, lots of great accessories. Plus, he's a headmaster. The head pops up, transforms into Lord Zarek, and he's full of all kinds of customization. I've got mine completely toy hacked up. Plus, there's upgrade sets coming out for the guy too, to give him his big gun, extra double-barreled cannons, new visor, new shield, and I love this guy. This is a fantastic figure. I think he's become quite hard to get a hold of anymore, but if you could find one, I think retail price about $149, well worth it, and highly, highly recommended. I love this figure.
Okay, so Kato is taking a little bit of a different approach for items to recommend. So Kato, which one is going to be your first item to recommend here?
So I wanted to go with stocking stuffers, because stocking stuffers can be some of the hardest thing to kind of fill in the blanks for folks. And I wanted to try to find stuff that was fairly available either through Amazon or somewhere. The first one was actually a gift to me last Christmas, and that is the Headmasters anime, which is a fantastic series. So much fun to watch, and it really filled in the blanks for me and made me appreciate some of the stuff that came along with G1 right towards the end there that I missed out on as a kid. You can still on Amazon. You can find it pretty cheap, $20
like
or so.
$19.99. I looked.
Yeah, really, really fun series to watch.
Yeah,
you get the music stuck in your head too. That
yeah. When my job went on hiatus, I actually bought all the Japanese, the 3 Japanese series. So yeah, I finally got to watch it this past summer.
I actually have it right here.
Yeah, I have that in Victory.
I've got it too.
Oh yeah,
And man, they cleaned them all up. They look so good.
Yeah,
I don't know.
definitely.
there you go. Stocking stuffer idea for PPR.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, that's my first
Okay.
choice.
So Brian, what do you got? What's your first choice?
Me?
Yes, you, the guy in Canada.
If you were to buy it, go to the store now and say these are quintessential Transformers to get, gifts to get for people now.
He forgot while he was here.
He gave me a list, so I have it. I just need to know which one to start with.
I know I made the list, but I'm starting to rethink it on
You
a
didn't
couple
check
of
it twice?
things, unfortunately. But I guess basically what I wanted to do for my list was I wanted to round it off to things that people can get and that I think pretty much anyone can enjoy. And so the first one that I wanted to bring up was actually quite a surprise. Jeep Bumblebee.
All
Nice.
Good figure.
Yeah.
The reason why I chose him is because I think he's much better than the Volkswagen one because he's not as cable-y. It's better to transform. Oh, I go full screen. Okay. I like the transformation.
Patriot too, but
It's a lot better than I thought it was, and I think he's a solid figure. Pretty much my biggest complaint is the wheels on the back are in the way of the arm articulation, but you can get around that. Interesting alt mode. Did not expect Bumblebee to actually fit for a Jeep, but I guess I pointed it out in the review. I guess the round headlights kind of fit the overall theme for Bumblebee. But yeah, just as a tiny Bumblebee that actually works, this is probably the best you're going to get out of Studio Series.
Okay. So, because Bacon already said Earthrise Skylinks, I'm going to go to the next one on my list. And that one is actually a new one that Rodimus has had problems with, but I personally had mine come in perfectly. It is Gigawatt. And I love Back to the Future. I love crossovers. And I just like the retro box here. And I didn't realize how difficult it would be to use one hand to do this whole thing here. But as I load into the other screen here, bloop, it is sold out on Hasbro Pulse, but there are still a couple of places you can find it, even in store. I believe one of you said it was at GameStop, and then so like I think I ordered this at GameStop, and so sometimes you can walk into a GameStop and find it. I don't know why this isn't sold out. It is such an awesome toy. It does both. It has the combination of the first movie and second movie look, and you can convert it into hover mode for the price of $29,999.95. So
Target has it as well.
That might have been too many nines.
it might have been. It's $30,000 hover conversion.
It's for $99.95.
yeah. Well, my particular Gigawatt, if you hadn't already known, was crushed by Amazon.
Oh, I had that with Ecto one or Ectotron, and the funny thing is that it came from a collector's website, collector's store. So I don't know how that happened.
Mine was the pre-order, and directly through Amazon. They shipped it in Amazon packaging, but it was just that soft packaging. And I ordered two. I ordered two. One was for my dad, and one was for me. So ended up getting a crushed one, but at least it's all right. It's still in the box. I think so. Because I am going to open them up and I am going to review it, but it just stinks that Gigawatt the box got crushed because it's such a beautiful. You're right, Anthony. It's a really beautiful looking box.
Just
Mine
really
didn't
is.
get crushed, but it did show up torn. I don't know what's the deal with these gigawatt boxes coming into the mail all jacked up. But yeah, mine was torn as well.
Okay,
Mine was
so
in-
Rodimus, what would be your next choice for a holiday buy?
Yeah, as far as like a gift for somebody, I mean, if you're giving a gift set for a kid, let's say, there is that Target exclusive Seeker pack. I'm not a big fan of the Cyberverse. I'm not a big fan of Cyberverse, the toy line, but I think it's really neat that they put 4 of them in one package. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just thought today, like I was looking at it, because my local Target, they have an overstock of Cyberverse still, and like they're completely sold out of War for Cybertron stuff. So except for they still have Sea Shockwave. Go figure. The poor guy. But what's it called? But that Seeker set looks really cool to give as somebody who wants like just to have like a little team of like a little army of Seekers. And I think that's a really good, gift to give someone, who's into Transformers and wants a basic gift. Because I mean, it's hard enough to find the Earthrise ones. The Earthrise ones are awesome, but those Target exclusive ones, they're everywhere, I think, and it would be a good idea to get for people, I think.
Yeah.
So
they're available right now on the Target website for $49.99, and they include Thrust, Skywarp, Thundercracker, and Starscream. And Starscream is semi-transparent.
So he's a ghost. Starscream's ghost. There you go. Right then and there.
Okay. So, Bacon, what is the next item on your list?
Let's see. I don't remember these things. I have to make notes. Actually, and this will probably be a tough one to find, is the War for Cybertron Netflix Bumblebee.
Oh yeah.
I think that, it's a good price point. And how long did it take for them to really get that G1 Bumblebee right? Finally.
7.
Just when they stopped making Volkswagens too.
I don't think they ever got it right. So here we are. If you can find one of those for somebody and they don't have it, I think that's...
And it's already based on the Cliff Jumper mold, so it's already a good toy, like, in and of itself. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's in the show, and I think they're just coming out right now. Those are just... Those Netflix edition figures are just hitting the stores right this minute.
Yeah, the second wave of Netflix War for Cybertron is out in some places. I've already seen pictures of the new, what was it? I want to say Soundwave or Sound Blaster and Optimus, I think. So
yeah, I just got the Optimus, so I figure they're hitting the shelves.
Optimus, Soundwave, Elita 1, and Bumblebee are the ones coming out right now.
yeah, I'm still waiting on Bumblebee and Elita 1 myself, but it'll get here when it gets here, I guess.
Your Bumblebee can compete with my Bumblebee then.
Okay, so Patriot, what's next on your list?
Next up on my list is one that is very plentiful on Amazon.com, and it keeps going on sale about every other week, and that is the alternate universe Earthrise Optimus Prime.
Boing. I almost closed that.
This was a figure that I had no intention on getting whatsoever, because I'm just like, it's a gray Optimus Prime repaint. But then once I got him in hand, it's an amazing gray Optimus Prime repaint. It's like holding a black and white photo in your hand. And of course, the main reason I bought the guy, you can probably tell it looks a little different, is that Toy Hacks has an upgrade set for him to change him into a completely different character called Monster, which is based upon his appearance or inspired by his appearance from Dark Awakening. So he kind of is this rebirth evil Optimus Prime. Of course, I give him some extra gimmicks here, and he's got his trailer that I've all quintesson up. And for those of you who don't watch my channel,
What are you not watching his channel for?
You're a YouTuber?
If you're
Here
watching
is-
this live stream, you should be watching everybody's channel.
the inside of the trailer all decked out with Toy Hacks. Normally that's all plain gray. So there's that. And of course, Prime himself. And I think he's on Amazon right now for $49.99, but he has been dropping periodically to $34.99. That's where I picked mine up. So, and I think it's really
neat. I never saw that Toy Hack set. I got to get that.
It's amazing. I'll link you my. Wait, I put my review on your or your page.
Yeah, we've been seeing it.
About what I see go by, and I don't remember it. So
it really changes the looks of this character. I mean, it's something else. I mean, I really
I'll buy a second one just for that.
Okay,
so even another note, even if you don't want the toy hacks, I think it's a good gift for us G1ers if you grew up with the movie, just to have a representation of dead Optimus Prime. Just
if you want to cry again this Christmas,
you want to reenact that scene.
Yeah.
You know, reenact the whole death of Optimus Prime.
Every time an Optimus dies, an angel gets his wings.
Nothing says holidays like PTSD.
How many times, Rodimus, how many times did Optimus die in the comic books?
Depends upon which. I mean, if you're just talking about G1 continuity,
In general, man.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
a few
because I
dozen,
mean,
right?
altogether, I think right now it's sitting at 29 or 30.
Multiply by Superman, carry the one.
You know,
He dies or comes close to dying in almost every TV show.
pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
And Starscream, I think, actually holds the record. Starscream, I think, holds the record.
Because he does die in everything.
Yeah, he does.
All right. So, Kato, what's next on your list?
No stocking is complete without candy. Right? Am I right?
I don't like where this is going.
Unless it's money.
These little dudes. So the little Hershey
What?
Kisses Treasure Surprise. They're a lot of fun. They're $2 at Walmart. You can find them at the checkout counter, just in little cases of their own. You get 4 Hershey Kisses and a tiny little figure. I think there's Optimus, Bumblebee, Starscream, and Grimlock.
And Megatron.
I don't think is there a Megatron?
I thought so in your review.
It says collect all 5.
Yeah. There's Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Starscream, Grimlock, and Megatron. Yes. And
Megatron.
And yeah, they're cool little dudes. I've got my Starscream sitting inside Bruticus' hand right here. So he's chilling up there with Bruticus. And Raziel, no, I was not able to get the ones I was missing. I got 3 Optimi and the Optimus. Let's see, Optimus, Grimlock, and Starscream are the only different ones I got. But they're just fun. I kind of like these little mystery box things. But for a stocking, that would be great. $2 each. I bought a carton of them for like $10.
Yes, give me all the chocolate.
Kind of reminds me of the dollar store mystery bag. Well, not mystery bags. You could tell what they were, but the little Optimus Prime, Megatron, Soundwave figures that came out a while ago.
Yeah, they're not quite that cool. they're kind of
they're a little chocolate, like action.
They're kind of somewhere between.
They're not as cool.
Yeah, they're somewhere between World's Smallest and that. Like if there was a tier, but it's just a cool little thing to have. I've got Optimus up on the Optimus shelf, which there's no possible way you could see him right now, and then Starscream up there with Bruticus. It's just a cool little thing to drop into a stocking.
Oh, so someone wants to see your huge. I'm gonna bring you up.
All right.
Someone's always got to bring it up
Every time.
I'm not wearing pants.
Oh, no. We don't want to see his huge other MP. Oh.
Oh God!
Oh,
No!
I've got a skin condition. It looks like pants. Oh God.
Here we go.
The Monster Prime.
Don't break
Look at
it.
that sucker. Look at that.
It is so heavy he
pretty
can't
big.
even walk it entirely to his camera.
Beside Alita 1.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Aw.
I think I need to buy me one of those for Christmas.
It's so great.
He sleeps with it at night.
Okay, number 1 on the entire list is that Optimus Prime.
Yeah, that's on my list. No, it's not.
Okay. Okay, so moving on to Brian. What's next on the list?
Okay, I'm probably going to have to change the list again because I was thinking of adding the Ramjet and Dirge thing, but I feel like some people won't be able to find that too well. And there was something that I really did want to put on my list, but I wasn't sure because a lot of people hate it. But I think as a actual gift, it would work. Earthrise Cliff Jumper. I know
that's a great
not a popular thing. I know some people don't like it, but
that's a great figure.
I don't like the parts forming. I'll say that. And yes, he is small for a deluxe class toy, especially when they bring up the price. But you look past that, it's still pretty solid. I mean, he looks the part. His alt mode's gorgeous. I even love the weapon and how it forms into that one episode thing. The head looks amazing. Articulation is good because it's that siege quality articulation at this size. And he's got big red boots, so he can, I guess, pound Santa and still look Christmassy. So, yeah.
He's got so he stays in place when you cut him in half.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, you know what? You can cut him in half just from the back. But yeah, I mean, if you could get this mold, even if it's bug bite, I'd say it's pretty good. The reason why I decided to go on this is, I just love this thing so much. I can't help myself but put it down. It's a cool little toy. So I'd say Earthrise Cliff Jumper.
Okay. So
I'm going to show off my Cliff Jumper while I'm at it.
Because you customized it, right?
I did customize him. I painted his legs gray, his shoulders black, and his arms gray. And I gave him an Autobot symbol and then gave him Toy Hacks labels. So
it's okay, Cliff Jumper. You're perfect the way you are.
And he's got his glass gas gun, which came with the Centaurian pack. So
okay, so next on my list is, because I love crossovers, it is Ectotron. And again,
I was going to say Ectotron.
Love Ectotron. So this is the 2019 version. For anybody who saw the most recent Hasbro announcement for the 2021 version, so it comes out next year, right?
Yep.
So the difference between them is this doesn't have the aging on it, and Slimer isn't decorated. But right now, this was just recently sold out on Hasbro Pulse. But my understanding is GameStop still has it in stock. So if you're looking for the 2019 release, check out GameStop. I think Big Bad Toy Store has the new version for pre-order right now. And the new version has painted Slimer, an updated head sculpt on Ectotron, and then I believe there was what was the little bear thing from space? I think is the additional character. Somebody correct me on that if they remember. But of course, retro box design. It retails, the old one retails for $40. I think the new one also will. But there's also, just like with the Back to the Future one, a companion comic book series, which is really hard to get. But you can get the graphic novel for it now at your local comic book store. So if you have a fan who loves Ghostbusters, Transformers, and comic books, there is a whole set of stuff you can buy for them right now.
I think they actually brought that back for this year too, because I remember it was out of stock for a while. Then all of a sudden they just brought in a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, so I think because I think they changed one.
Belmore says we need the General Lee. If we do the General Lee, it has to be accurate to the show.
I want to hit the Knight Raider.
I don't care if they, what anybody says. If they're going to do the General Lee, they have to do it exactly how it is. And yes, I want Kit from Knight Rider. And yes, I want Airwolf. And Airwolf should be
Airwolf.
Yeah, Airwolf should be a female. And I think, who was it? Someone on one of my comments had said that, and I kind of agree with her. And that they should make Airwolf a female. And what they could do with Knight Rider is they can actually do 4 toys. Because
Goliath, Kit, what's the other 2?
Goliath.
Oh.
And the Knight Industries truck that Kit.
Oh yeah, one that actually fits Kit inside of it.
Yes.
No, that's what I was thinking of right off.
Yeah.
And they got to do A-Team, and it has to be Mr. T in robot mode.
Oh, that would be awesome.
You could use Siege Ironhide. He's got the mohawk.
Yep.
Well, you just got to give him the goatee, and you got to give him the gold chains.
He also has to pity foos, or not pity foos. That's right.
Did you know
The fool.
that the Mr. T cartoon in the 80s was not allowed to say "pity the fool" because of censors?
Okay.
Yeah, and that's Flint Dille was actually a writer on that show.
What, Bacon?
I didn't know there was a Mr. T cartoon. Gosh.
It's on Tubi right now.
That was
It's
Saturday
on Tubi.
morning viewing for a whole season.
God,
You can check out the intro to the Mr. T cartoon on one of my latest videos.
Yeah, put up a clip right here.
You had to watch the Mr. T cartoon while eating the Mr. T cereal.
That cereal twerked my mouth.
I'll pity the fool who never watched that cartoon.
I'm still a little freaked out when he told me not to do drugs.
Yeah, remember the action figure? There was the Mr. T action figure too.
Mr. T,
One.
the Mr. T cartoon showed you the power of acrobatics.
Ooh. Okay. So, Rodimus, when you're done swallowing, what's your next one on your list?
I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was a little off, man. That was a little
Crazy.
off,
Yes.
Wrong streaming service.
Hey kids, want to find out what you should get for Christmas? Watch this stream.
and it's really hard to pick. You know, there's so many good Transformers toys out there. But if I was to say, you know, as a gift to get someone, I know on Amazon you can still get it, but you can get the complete original G1 cartoon, all 98 episodes for like $50 on Amazon, and it's worth it. It's 98 episodes of the cartoon, you know, and it's the Shout Factory version, because the version that's on Tubi right now is the Rhino release, so it has all the errors that were not corrected in time for broadcast. So, you know, but having that original cartoon, you don't have to worry about streaming. You know, you can just watch the original cartoon. I think it's a great way to introduce anybody to Transformers, you know, because that, especially that first season, you know, the first season really introduces the entire world of the Transformers to anybody who's a new fan. So, and get to see where it all started.
And you can actually buy the complete original series direct from Shout Factory right now on their website for $55.97.
So it's on their website there, but I think it's cheaper on Amazon.
Yeah. Well, Amazon listing can pop up, okay? Okay. So next up, Bacon. What's next on your list?
I agree.
Well, you know, maybe this isn't the most popular choice, but I think if you have a youngster, or even maybe years from now, I personally believe this will be a toy people will say, "Damn it, why didn't I get that?" Is the Cyberverse Spark Armor Optimus Prime.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a hideous monstrosity of a toy. I actually have it here somewhere.
Don't judge a book by its cover, though.
Okay, so it's like a little arc on top of Optimus's trailer hitch.
Yeah, and then all these little pieces come off here. You can see it on the back, and they go on to Optimus Prime. And you actually get a separate arc here.
That's actually really cool.
That's way bigger than it looks in the picture.
And goes on to this, and it makes a huge figure. This is the 12-inch Cyberverse Ultimate Leader guy, whatever it is. And I think you can still find these. Little pricey though, at $50.
Yeah, he's on sale right now on Amazon for $46.21.
Every now and then, Target puts them on for about $30, or you can combine them with one of those cart things. But I think for a shelf piece, man, it's actually a pretty neat figure. Although, if anyone's bought any Cyberverse stuff, that plastic is like super thin, and everything is real light and kind of like ready to break in 3 seconds. It's almost like they planned for kids to buy the stuff and threw it in a minute.
Yeah.
And my daughter's already through her third one. I don't know. Okay.
My son would actually just have that whole thing destroyed because he's 2, so
Probably not the target audience.
How old are they for? Ages 6 and up. Hey, that's actually pretty young.
there you go.
Okay, so Patriot, what's next on your list?
Well, originally I was going to say the Netflix Prime, but we've already had 3 Primes on this list. So if you're going to have Primes, you have to have Megatron. And this is the Netflix Megatron, and in my opinion, the best Earthrise Megatron that we've got. He is absolutely beautiful, perfect paint applications. I mean, this is probably one of the best looking G1 looking Megatrons that we've got, and his tank mode isn't really that bad either. I really dig it. And let's face it, people can complain on the internet all they want. We are not going to see another mainline gun mode Megatron.
Thank you.
And I'm a G1er. I love gun Megatron, but it's just not going to happen. But this guy is probably the next best thing that you can still find. He's shelf warming at my Walmart right now. He's
Really?
a great looking figure, plus the fact he comes
Put him back up on screen real quick.
with,
Put him back up on screen real quick.
Gorgeous.
I never see those Netflix ones, the spoiler packs, nothing.
I never found any of the Netflix stuff. A friend got me the hot link, actually.
But what's ironic, it's him and Hotlink has been sitting on my Walmart shelf for probably about 3 weeks now.
Same.
So it's funny. I mean, you couldn't find him at first, and I was fortunate enough a subscriber to the channel sent me one, and eternally grateful for that because I love this figure. He's actually front and center over there on one of my Megatron shelves, and he comes with a Battle Master that turns into a gun. I think this is Pinpointer, and he comes with another Battle Master Lionizer that turns into a sword. So you get 3 little figures at once, and I love this one. This is a great figure and goes really well with that Earthrise Optimus Prime.
I want to get it so that I can put the Pinpointer onto the Crosshairs figure and complete that setup.
And look, mine's got the toy hacks on, so he looks great.
Oh, what a surprise.
Lone Dragon saying that the Megatron Soundwave reflector and all size changers should come with the small version of their alt mode. I can kind of see that. Use one as an accessory to like be used as someone else.
New Kingdom Megatron, he can play with himself. He comes with that little gun that looks like his G1.
Yeah.
Crazy. For those who are looking, right now Walmart does not have the Netflix Megatron for sale. They have a third party for $70, which is a $30 markup. So if you find it in your local Walmart, it retails at $40.
Yeah, because it's a Walmart exclusive. That's why.
Yep.
So enjoy that Earthrise Megatron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kato, back to stocking stuffers.
Yeah. I'm gonna mess you up, Anthony.
I can search for it. Go ahead.
It's okay. It's going to be easy. And this is because I just got it recently, and a few folks have mentioned it in the chat. Because, in a way, it could still be a stocking stuffer. You just need a little bigger stocking. Earthrise Elita 1.
You can take her out of the box and transform her, sure.
Look at that. That is a awesome looking figure. It looks
robot mode.
She looks in robot mode. Yeah, that's the caveat. In robot mode. Way better looking than the RC figure. She's really great.
I mean,
I'm impressed. That's
awesome.
Yeah, such.
She's no Power of the Prime's the Elita 1, but
you're darn right. She's no Power of the Prime's Elita 1. Yeah, that's
kind of sad. It's going to be hard to find that figure.
Okay, so how many of you have her? Because I pre-ordered her with Bumblebee, and I still haven't gotten either.
I haven't found any Netflix stuff.
Oddly enough, she was on the shelf.
Oh, you lucky!
Wow.
I live near Cleveland, Ohio, and I just recently Skylink started appearing on shelves, so we are super behind.
I've seen all the new Netflix stuff on the shelf except for Bumblebee. So Wheeljack, whatever the rest of them were. I didn't want any of them.
Optimus, Soundwave.
Just the deluxes, the Netflix deluxes.
Elita 1, Bumblebee, Impactor, Wheeljack,
Impactor and Wheeljack. Yeah, Impactor looks really good.
Today, my only option. I have one Walmart, and that's it. And I still have Wave 1 Earthrise, 1 Airwave, and these Netflix guys shelf warming. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, we just started getting Wave 2 of Earthrise, and I still have the Netflix Megatrons and Hot Links just sitting on the shelves.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I haven't seen any red or anything like that. But Hot Link, Megatron, Netflix stuff, they're sitting there.
Here's my customized RC.
Yeah, world of difference on that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Getting a close look on her face. Painted her all over, and I want to do the same for Lifeline and Alita 1.
Details they gave Lifeline that they didn't give RC.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Nice.
Let me count all my Wave 2 Earthrise stuff. There's Slitherfang.
And
Okay, so Brian, what's next on your list?
All right, next on my list, I'm going to choose something for the kiddies again. Something that I feel like is just fun, and it's different. It's not like a nostalgic piece that people are fond of the original cartoon are really going to connect with, but I think it stands on its own. And I'm going to choose Cyberverse Warrior Class Hammerbite. I like the idea that they're going for the shark mode. I really like the flipped out head, except that the trigger is too easy to flick. But other than that, I like the beast mode. It's a fun toy. I think people will really enjoy it. I like the color scheme. I like that trident on the top of the head. And I think for kids and even adult collectors that just want a toy to mess around with, the shark head gimmick thing is really fun. And I love the fact that the fake jaw that's on the chest flips up to form the jaw for the shark head in the robot mode. But in the beast mode, that actually goes away, and he's got proper mouth.
Okay, so just to follow up for myself here, is it any way like Skybite? Is he just similar remold?
No, he's not a remold of Skybite. He's pretty much his own figure. I don't even think they remolded him from anything so far. But yeah, I just wanted to go for something different, something that the kids will enjoy, something that's a little fun,
Okay, so next up on my list is...
I guess some people don't approve of that one, but...
I think his shark mode looks awesome. I think it looks really cool.
I don't know. I mean, I only saw the one episode with him, I think, that if I remember correctly. Where that was he was barely in Cyberverse. So
he's got one
like that art figure. I think there's a lot of neat niche things they did in Cyberverse that everyone kind of just said, "Oh, neat, I'll get that" at one point, and it's gone already. And probably in 5 or 10 years, it'll be like the Pretenders. Everyone's like, "God damn it, why didn't I get those or hold on to those?" Or
one of these days, we'll be getting third-party scale Cyberverse.
Third-party Hammerbite. There you go.
Third-party rescue bots.
Or maybe they'll incorporate Hammerbite into into the War for Cyber, or the Generations line later on.
I would like to see that.
Yeah,
especially now, it's like they're kind of taunting us, with the Skull Cruncher and even the Alpha Trion. I was like, that thing's kind of goofy and it doesn't do much, but if I really like Alpha Trion, I'd be all over that.
I bought that Alpha Trion. He's big and he's easy to transform.
They're works of art, man. They're really neat looking.
Yeah.
They teased us real good last Christmas with the reveal of the Cyberverse Quintesson. And then we get the Judge. So
man, nobody bought that. I think that's hilarious how they put out the Quintesson and Cyberverse, and everyone's like, nah.
I think it's because everyone clued in that we're going to get one down the road with Generations, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And that happens.
Well, because I think they kind of announced one with the other, so close together, everybody was like, I'm just going to wait for the Voyager class one. Okay, so anyway, my next thing on the list, and yes, it's a Prime, but it is a Nemesis Prime, and...
oh, yeah.
I wonder what it could be.
So, I hate the Siege mold. I hate it so much. But I like it for him. I don't know why I like it for him. Maybe it's the color scheme or the... I love the black and red, and it makes the siege mold so much better. But I mean, for Nemesis Prime, it is just sweet. The one thing I do hate is the way the tires and the side piece here, because you have to move one out of the way and you have to try to get everything into place at the same time, and it is a pain in the butt. But of course, you got the Slither guy thing that isn't named Slitherfang.
Fangatron.
Yeah, Fangtron, very good. And then because I think Patriot mentioned this in one of his videos. You get a bunch of, like retreads from Power of the Prime, and Giza isn't painted, which is tragic because he was painted in the Power of the Primes one. But then you get these two guys, these two guns, and I already thought about how to use them. They're going on the Kingdom Ultra Magnus. So,
neat.
Yeah, these are going on the Kingdom Ultra Magnus, and. But then I also like the deco of the interior. I just really like the fact that it is the reverse Optimus Prime. And I prefer the Earthrise Optimus Prime and having Nemesis in the Siege mode because, I don't know, it just works for me. But you can find it, you can pre-order it right now. Well, actually, I'm looking at the website. It's sold out already in Hasbro Pulse. You might be able to find it on Walmart, but the resellers are just going nuts with it. I already one of our people on the Discord already told me he paid $90 for one. That's not a huge markup, but I've seen them as high as $120.
Ugh.
Yeah, so
Wow.
that is scalpers are the bane of the existence of the collector. But
these are going for. The stupid Takara one is going for even more, $150. So be glad you got the one with the trailer for $70.
Yeah, because I have the Power of the Prime ones too, which is what was the Power of the Primes one was the Evolution form. Yeah. So I feel like I have accomplished all the Nemesis Primes I'll ever need. So.
And I will have those upgrades as well too, Patriot Prime.
And right here, if you happen to have a 3D printer, you can print Nemesis Prime, his little buddies, for free.
Yeah, I don't have a printer, but I talked to your friend about getting some. So
Excellent. Yeah, he'll hook you up. These things are great. You got a little Nemesis roller. He's got
that roller sold it for me.
Yeah,
mini
with the
guns,
teeth on front.
and I love this guy.
So I saw your
Okay.
video, and the kit actually has like a holder for the roller. And basically everything has a place inside of the truck, in the trailer, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I still have them in the box. And I'll be honest with you, I actually really want that spoiler pack, the Netflix spoiler pack. And but having the Evolution one, the thing is that it doesn't scale with the Earthrise Prime, so it's kind of like and then the whole Nemesis packs
Yeah.
thing is like weird. So I'd rather have like a better mold.
At least they didn't call him Pax Unicronus.
I wish I would have known you needed it. I ordered from both Hasbro and Walmart, and both came in at the same time, so I didn't have an opportunity to cancel the one that came in second. If I would have known that, I would have sent you the extra, but I actually sold it last night. So I'm sorry, but that leads us back into your next choice. So what is your next choice?
My next choice. I was gonna say that Nemesis Prime. To be honest with you.
Oh, I stole it. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. He was actually gonna be on my list just for the sheer reason that I think that he's a good toy. But as far as like what is currently available now, trying to be a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for, well-rounded, I guess you could say, because a lot of people are out for the Studio Series stuff, and I'm not really a Bayverse fan, but I think that some of the what's it called, the Shatter and Dropkick that are out there, I think that they're still available.
Yeah, they were in my store when I was there yesterday.
I usually see like the helicopter Dropkick.
I don't know which version was.
Those two were cool Decepticons in either modes. I do wish that they made them triple changers as toys. So, and they were really good villains in the film. So, I would venture to say them. Maybe putting them on the list.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see those two kind of G1ified for a modern line like they did with Barricade.
I strongly believe that the way the fans loved Barricade and then these guys in return, it wouldn't surprise me a bit.
Yep, I agree. Because having having two really good Decepticon villains is something that we didn't have for 5 films. So,
I really like those Jesse and James toys.
Okay, so
yeah, and my all Bayverse stuff is available in our stores. That's like it.
I believe it's called shelf warming.
Yes, it does shelf warm.
Are you telling me you haven't found the Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Soundwave? Because I found 5.
There was about 4 of them last time when I just went to Target today. We had to go food shopping, so there was like 4. There was 4 Soundwaves just sitting there. But one so bad, a G1 styled Shatter and Dropkick would be really cool. A reissue of G1 Willie.
Because I got
that we're getting 2 leader class wheelies in Studio Series.
Commander class wheelies.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bacon, what is your next toy here?
Actually, I can. Let me see here.
Well, let's see. On your list, you got a book, a game, and a jacket. So you went off the reservation a little bit, which is great.
Yes, I think a really nifty little thing. That maybe it's kind of goofy and too retro, and something that maybe people will actually play with. But when they do, they'll kind of wonder why we're so crazy about these things. But it's
oh man,
the LCD game that came out this year. I mean, I guess you could put this in a stocking, or some kid would like, or maybe it just doesn't own up to iPad or iPhone anymore. I thought you could. This would be a good gift you could find, and it's collectible and fun to play.
It's better than the Transformers game they recently announced.
Because they basically reskinned.
Is there a good Transformers game besides Fall of Cybertron or
Devastation?
Devastation was awesome.
That was a great game.
I'm curious what your guys' stockings look like, by the way.
We have massive stockings. Huge, apparently.
Mine's a bucket. It says drop here. You just sign on top. Okay, so Patriot, what you have next?
Well, first off, I didn't think we were doing more than 3, so hold on.
Wing it.
Fortunately, I pulled this guy out. This is a figure that really surprised me, and that is Earthrise Snapdragon. This, his partner Apeface was terrible. I hated Siege Apeface. He was one of my top 5 worst of 2019, but they knocked it out of the park with this guy. Great robot mode, great vehicle mode, Dino mode, not perfect, but looked very Generation 1, and he transforms so good and just fits together so well. The only real issue with him is trying to get his little Headmaster partner, yes, Headmaster, not Titan Master, attached in Dino mode in the jaw. That's the only issue. But yeah, this great guy, and I haven't toy hacked him. He is just as he is right out of the package.
What?
Toy hacks hadn't released.
You're fired.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Somebody's dying. Save him. So it is available on Amazon through Second Market. It is around $30, which is the retail. So if you can find it, although I admit Target seems to have them in stock, at least locally. So you could probably find an MSRP at Target. So.
Yeah, I gotta go find the 5th real quick in case we keep going.
Yeah, well, we're so efficient right here.
Just do this and point.
You were expecting us to run long, but that's because we're geeky and nerdy, and we can go off on tangents sometimes.
I also like to point out I hate Apeface's Headmaster being his chin. I hate it so much.
You mean Snapdragon?
No, is it Snapdragon? Wait, yes, because Ape Face is his head, Snapdragon is his chin. Yes, hate it so much. I get them confused. They're Terracons, right?
The purple one.
Gorilla. How
They're
do you get
both purple. Okay, Kato, what do you have for us next?
I'm changing it up on you again.
That's fine. I can look it up.
My Little Prime.
Oh yeah, this is a good gift for any wife. Any wife.
Great gift for a Prime collector, wife, daughter, young kid, whatever. It's a fun looking, well painted little figure, and I found it on the shelf at GameStop, $12.99 at GameStop. So it's not wildly expensive. Cool little weird thing that is just fun to have around. And now that I've shown it off here, it's coming back out of the box and going on her shelf in the living room.
So,
but really, really cool little figure.
So for people looking online, you can also find My Little Prime, My Little Ghostbuster, and My Little Power Ranger on Hasbro Pulse. Each of them $12.99. So if you're looking to collect them all, there they are.
They have an entire set, like a big box set of Dungeons and Dragons My Little Ponies. They look awesome.
And there's more coming.
Yeah, it's a great little crossover, fun little thing to have.
Yeah, well, I would say it's perfect, like, because my wife's obviously a My Little Pony fan, so, definitely a gift to...
I mean, honestly, pretty much any collector that likes off-the-wall stuff, it's great for.
This is absolutely right. We can go on tangents about the Japanese robot series.
It's less likely that we don't. I would say that sometimes we don't go off tangents.
We've never not gone off tangent.
That's what
are you talking about here?
What do you mean? What are you saying?
For everybody who was watching, before we went live, he already went off on a tangent. They were literally on a whole nother topic.
Yeah, we have to get it out of our system.
Like 30 seconds into the talking to each other, it's like, hey guys, let's talk about this shit.
Okay, Brian, what do you have next?
Oh, I have to pick. Well, I was gonna go for the Earthrise Ramjet and Dirge, but I feel like too many people are having a hard time. I was gonna go for something that's more for that collector's market, and Patriot Prime is distracting me right now. But because it's so hard to find, even for myself, and I even pre-order it, I'm gonna go for another Seeker.
Hot Link.
For the full wave.
Hot Link, yeah.
Hot Link.
Great toy.
Yeah.
Great color scheme.
Beautiful colors. If you skipped out on Skywarp for some reason that I won't say, I'd say this is a pretty good replacement, even though I still have the Skywarp mold. Beautiful metallic purple in certain areas. It's kind of like what some toys really mess up a camouflage look to it, but this one seems to do a pretty good job. And I love the black color on the wings. It's just, I love the mold in general. I know some people critique it, but I really do enjoy it. I like the amount that they tried to make, with the Rainmakers, Red Wing, and whatnot. I think if you have to go for one, Hot Link is probably one you should get.
Yeah, that and Red Wing from Target. I think they're a perfect combination together.
Oh, God. I wanted to go for Red Wing. It was more of something last year. Red Wing is my favorite out of all the paint jobs.
I want Red Wing really badly because I want to complete that with a 5 team so I can make, what is it? Destron Sentai Sika Ranger. And actually pose them like a Super Sentai team. And
you're a nerd.
Just for that reason. But Red Wing does look awesome in that as well. So, but I really like Hot Link. I have Hot Link in the Rainmakers, so
Red Wing's in Canada color, so how can I not?
It was a Target exclusive, so it was Target colors here. So
yeah. Okay, so my last Transformer on my list, because I do have an honorable mention for when we get to it, if we get to it, is Earthrise Megatron. Now, I bought the Siege Megatron thinking, okay, well, I guess this is going to be the Megatron. They released it 4 times. Why not? But then Earthrise Megatron looks like a freaking Earth tank. And I was like, okay, this is a tank. That smells good too. But the one thing I don't like about it is this clipping in this piece back here. And I'm going to turn the light so maybe you can see it better. But there's this piece that goes between the legs that is both difficult and a little bit of shaming. I'm afraid to like hurt him. Maybe it's just me. I understand they're toys and not real, but it feels a little too close to comfort. But the other thing I have is like, can anybody get theirs to go all the way around? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Like, yeah. But I just think if you're looking for a tank Megatron that is Earth-form tank, because we know they're never going to come out with the gun again. This is fantastic. Hover tank's all cool and stuff, but I love the way this guy looks. And then compared to Earthrise Optimus, it's just I don't know. In my head, they're just perfect combination.
I like that you said it's an Earth-style tank, and the first thing I see is the feet sticking out.
Well, as you know, the tanks here on Earth stand up on their backsides. So, you know.
Oh,
We had a thing with awkward feet sticking out the back in War for Cybertron.
What was that, Patriot? You're about to say about
I would actually disagree about the Earth-style tanks. They really don't have those feet hanging off the back.
Raise your hand if you've been in the military.
Earth-style van, they have the feet in the back too. I mean, Ironhide Ratchet, you know.
Over on the West Coast.
Nah.
Wow, Jay Holla actually says he likes Earthrise Megatron better than Siege.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
It's better. I'll agree with that.
You know, I like the tank mode just looking at it. I haven't taken him out of the box yet. And my thing with him is that I want it G1 cartoon accurate. So I'm waiting for they're probably going to end up doing a Netflix recolor, I'm sure. And it'll end up being with the red on the sides, or a Toy Hacks is going to end up doing that. And if not, I'll end up painting it. So,
well, there's that 35th one. They kind of slipped out in 2 minutes and went away.
Yeah, that went out real quick.
And he's on my shelf too.
Okay.
What is there, like 8 Megatrons so far now?
I know, right?
If it's not a Prime, it's a Megatron.
Well, it's Cyberverse that has more Optimus toys. You have like the Legends class one, this size, that size, and then you end up getting the one with the Arc.
Yeah, tell me about it. And some of them look just tiny little bit different from each other. Oh gosh.
I am looking forward. I will agree. I am looking forward to that Beast Wars Megatron.
Yes, definitely looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, yes.
My only complaint with that Beast Megatron is I wish they stuck with the animated T-Rex a little bit more. I understand it's more realistic looking, but that head sculpt just seems a little off.
It just looks generic to me, other than the colors. Like you give that to me, and I'd be like, I don't know who that is.
Some people were comparing that T-Rex to Barney.
Oh yeah,
that joke is like 1996.
It is.
Well, I noticed that the head on the Megatron looks like the T-Rex from the recent how come I can't remember this Jurassic Park movie?
Jurassic World
boys.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, did they borrow the mold? No, they
wouldn't do that.
Hey guys, here's a funny joke. Starscream looks like a Dorito.
Oh, it is Cybertronian from. Yes, he does. That's a good point.
No, it's just a joke I've heard ever since they showed Starscream from the movies, and it's like, oh, okay, hearing this again.
Okay, so because we're actually at the end of the initial list, I do want to point out if you have a kid or you're an adult and you're not really huge into Transformers, but maybe you're huge into Power Rangers. I don't. You can't see it over my shoulder. Oh, poops. Oh well. Actually, maybe if I turn the camera.
I like how he started this.
Yeah, over here. Which way is it? Where's my fingers at?
I see some Power Rangers back there.
There's a Power Ranger back there. I
see something better. I see Voltron.
Well, I got Piranha. I have Jetfire, Voltron, Predaking, and then on the shelf below Jetfire is the new Hasbro This is their first combining Power Ranger. This is the Dinozord, the Mega Dinozord, Dino Megazord, and there's $15 for the Tyrannosaurus Rex, $15 for the Mammoth and Pterodactyl, and then $15 for the Saber-tooth Tiger and the Triceratops. And for $45, you can get a nearly foot tall Megazord. And the articulation is rather limited, but if you have a kid who's around 4, 5, 6 years old, it is the perfect toy. It is. The pieces are big. They're hopefully they won't eat them, but they're just something I felt I needed to say as an alternative to Transformers. And back to Rodimus, where we're going to start getting into Q&A.
I was just gonna say Soul of Chogokin Daijujin, the Japanese Kyoto Sentai Jew Ranger, combined form, which is the Dino, Mighty Morphin Megazord, or Daijurin, I think it is, right? Yeah. Wants to get to his daddy Lepardian. So I love Die Ranger by myself personally. I think of all the Super Sentai that I've seen. So, but anyway, as you were saying, Anthony, I kind of went on a tangent there.
So let's get into any Q&A in general, since we have about 10 minutes. So does anybody have any questions about anything that we reviewed today, or do they want opinions on anything that they're thinking about buying?
Ooh, I like this one right here. I'd love a Generation Selects for Sunstorm and Bitstream, to kind of complete the welcoming committee.
Hey,
kind of agree with that.
The profile picture was Ruby.
So Live Evil, you said you didn't like the Hasbro Megazord. Which one is on sale for $40? Is it the combined Dino Megazord, or is it the Zeo Megazord? Because the Zeo Megazord does not separate. So I want to point that out, that you can only switch the helmets on it, and which is tragic, but it's supposed to be part of their Legends series, which is a studio tier versus the I guess the War for Cybertron Generations tier as far as price points are. And then Mixon says, is Skylinks worth the price point?
Yeah.
It's worth that $80 price point. Don't be going for the
Yeah.
high
It's
market.
worth retail.
Yeah, if you can find it, I think even Big Bad Toy Store still has it.
Yeah, you can find him littered in Targets around here. He's like everywhere.
Toy.
I want him. I want him so
right
bad. I love Skylinks.
Yeah, there's one at every Target around me.
Yep.
Nice.
Or two.
It's kind of weird, where they kind of scaled down the leaders and the Voyagers a bit, but I think that's a big toy for the money, really. It's all the Earthrise and even the Scorponok that's a big toy for $150, really.
Yeah.
I like the Skylinks and Jetfire comparability in size, because it seems like it's fairly accurate to the cartoon. Rodimus, correct me on that.
On what? The
size comparison of Jetfire and Skylinks in Commander class.
This is your homework.
Well, I mean, I don't have the Earthrise Skylinks, but I do have Jetfire or Skyfire standing up on the shelf back there. So, he's a big boy, but I think in jet mode they're around the same size.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Right, but robot mode, I think Skyfire stands taller.
Oh, quite. Yes.
Yeah, just because of the way that the transformation is and how it all ends up that way.
I want to get it, but I want to wait for a sale because Canadian prices are. I've seen it go for $160 at retail.
Yeah.
Or $120. Oh God. It's pointing the broadcast.
I was trying to touch my fingers with Kato, but he put his down like. No, okay, we're not doing.
We're gonna do that. I gave up.
Jeune. Ha!
As soon as I saw you trying to touch me, I ran.
They fused to make Patriot Prime.
My wife did the same thing. Okay, so.
Montel wants to know if Nemesis figure will be reissued. I hope that. Well, first of all, I hope that the Netflix pack becomes more available. for people, because I don't think that they realized the demand would be high enough for it. And, you know, I think that figure deserves it because, you know, I have the Power of the Primes one, but I really, really wanted that, you know, because I think the reason why they probably didn't make a lot is because they made a lot of that Ultra Magnus, and that Ultra Magnus was a waste, you know.
Yeah, that really bombed.
Yeah,
But I'm surprised the Dead
Dead
Prime kind of was a dud too, and I'm wondering if they were a little apprehensive about people buying the Nemesis Prime after the Dead Prime, or the Ultimate Universe Prime.
Thank you, Melvor.
Ooh. I think it was just, it's like it's too big for a box that you either don't know what you're getting, or you know what you're getting, but you already have it. So it's like, do I really need it? You know?
Okay, so I'd like to point out that the Spoiler Box 2 will be available on Big Bad Toy Store on December 15th, and you can pre-order it right now for $60.
Look how shiny the box is. Don't you want it? He's having so much fun.
I'm starting
And
to
he
wonder,
hasn't even opened it.
I haven't opened it yet.
Bacon,
You're
other
an
than
MISB.
Transformers-
Are you more of an MISB guy, Bacon?
That's
or
exactly
just
what I was
what?
about to ask.
No, I keep everything in the box here, but I open it.
Okay.
Fight, 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 kiss, kiss, kiss.
Haven't seen Wave 2 of Netflix. I don't think Wave 2 has gotten to every store yet. Right?
It just
Wave
literally
1
got
hasn't
here.
gotten in my store yet.
I don't think it's gotten to every store yet, so
And they I know Walmart has been posting them online too, so if you set up a little alert there for the pre-orders, you might be able to catch on with that as well.
Why would you do that to my boy?
True, because I did not know that Blitzwing could grab Bumblebee by the neck. That's so cool.
what is your favorite sneaker?
Thundercracker.
Skywarp.
I kind of really like Red Wing, although if we're talking mainline, it's probably Ramjet.
Skywarp.
Skywarp.
Starscream, of course.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ultra Magnus on sale for $34. I think he's like 24 at Ollie stores.
Yeah.
Paper this week.
I have one of those too.
I play Hex Monster Prime tonight. Nice. See here.
It's interesting. Nobody offered up any third party or.
That's
I didn't know we could choose that.
Kato's thing.
I mean, because I was going to recommend, and it canceled my order. I did a Wei Jing. How do you pronounce that? Go ahead, Bacon. How do you pronounce it?
Wei Zhang.
Wei Zhang. Okay. I had ordered their because I have Menasor, but I have the G2 Menasor, so I wanted to get the truck I was missing, and I had ordered the Wei Zhang Wild Rider, but it sold out. I guess about the time I ordered it, so they had to cancel my order, and that's really the only one I'm missing from Menasor. So I'm like, eh. But the what I saw, it looked really good, and the quality looked pretty good, and I would definitely recommend. At least Wei Zhang for if you're looking to fill in a gap you may have missed out originally collecting. And these figures retail through them, and again, they're not official. They're about $30 or $40 for the deluxe class.
I don't know if they're still making that stuff anymore though, because of the didn't they get rated? Didn't they like factory rated?
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe they'll put it out. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Anything,
I think in China they got taken down by the Chinese military. So
any third party, any new age figure third party is a great gift. Any Iron Factory is a great gift. Most Magic Square would be a great gift. But yeah, those are great, fairly inexpensive, $35, $40, $50 price point.
If you like the Siege stuff and you haven't seen this floating around on eBay, this oversized Ultra Magnus for $35.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, this thing is fantastic. They went through, they not only oversized it, they went through, they copied every upgrade that anybody made for this thing. So it comes with all the gap fillers pre-installed, the leg extenders. They've smoothed out and ratcheted all the joints. There's no dirt on it either. So for $35, you get this about 30% taller Ultra Magnus. It's really great, man. I like this better than the real thing.
Interesting. Where was he? There's one comment that I wanted to make mention of because it's something that was actually I was going to put on my list, but I didn't because I lost it. But Soundwave for Netflix Wave 2. Oh my God, I want that toy so bad, but you know, it's like that one is definitely on on my want list.
It's on everybody's list.
Yeah, that Soundwave toy. I'm gonna tell you something. That finally we have been waiting, and how many years for us to get a G1 turns into a cassette player Soundwave with the cassettes and everything. It isn't all battle damage like the Siege one, and it looks awesome. Has the red eyes. Like
I just wish they gave us a damn buzzsaw with him instead of a laser beam.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that buzzsaw gets made in maybe buzzsaw might come out in Kingdom.
Is the critical.
He'll be in the new Netflix Sound Blaster set.
Would be cool if it came with buzzsaw and Hellback.
Yeah. Well, I think they might do Sound Blaster like that with the existing Soundwave mold, and I wonder if they're going to do Blaster. I really would like to see a Blaster done.
Okay.
Personally.
So Rodimus, is that what you're looking forward to the most coming out, or is that something? Because my next question for everybody was going to be, what is the toy you're looking forward to most coming out? Right
now, yeah, Soundwave. Definitely that Soundwave.
Okay, so Bacon, what are you looking forward to?
Gosh. I don't know. It changes daily. Well, today it would be that new T&I Commander thingamabobber that I saw.
Okay. Patriot, what are you looking forward to?
Kingdom Megatron, the Beast Wars one.
Oh, yeah. Big boy.
You telling me you don't want that core class Megatron?
I've got him pre-ordered too.
No.
Megatron.
Baby Prime.
Baby Prime and Baby Megs.
Baby Prime.
No!
Oh, no.
Mute him.
You did this to yourself.
Do you not realize I have small kids and I have to hear that on a regular, consistent basis? What's wrong with you?
Right, just dropped. Kato, what are you looking forward to, man?
On behalf of Bacon, I'm really looking forward to the Kingdom Megatron and Optimus Primal the most. Mostly so I can get his figures back to him.
I am looking forward to the Primal as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brian, what are you looking forward to?
Dinobot.
Oh, you took one of my two? Because I was going to say Dinobot or Black Arachnia.
That's both of mine.
Yay! I have something in common with a guy who lives 2 miles north of me in a different country.
You can kind of get the Dinobot already. I don't know. It looks like to me like it's almost exactly like the Beast Wars one.
I was about to
the
say,
Universe one.
A lot different.
Very close. Yeah.
The legs are almost identical.
Except they fold the other way, right?
Then they fixed the awful chest.
Yeah. The hands on that one are better.
Oh,
yeah, definitely.
They didn't fix the chest.
Right.
They just reversed it to the back.
What were they thinking? Why? What were they thinking?
Well, everybody, this ends the buying guide portion of this content, and I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. This is where I'm going to end the H&E game stream. So thank you for all tuning in there and watching the supplementary content. For everybody else, Rodimus has the controls, so how much longer we stay on his channel is up to him. So,
and it's a matter of how much you guys want to keep going too.
no matter how. But again, thank you for watching H&E channel. Remember to subscribe to all of these people, like all of them, and join the Patreons and the YouTube. Brian does not want you. Never mind about Brian. At TFormers.com. Do not forget TFormers.com. And I'll go. Kato is Kato's Collection. Patriot Prime is Patriot Prime Reviews. So if you can't find them in the short form,
it's beyond good. It's beyond evil. It's beyond your wildest imagination.
Okay, so gonna cut off the other stream. And Rodimus, what are we gonna do? We're gonna keep on going, or I know like Patriot has to go momentarily.
I will have to go
we can
momentarily.
Keep doing some Q&A for just a little bit longer. Let everybody who's watching who hasn't done so already smash that like button, and be sure to subscribe to everybody's channels.
Smash that merch store.
But yeah, check out our merch stores. You know, obviously Patriot Prime's got his T-shirts. I've got my T-shirts and face masks and coffee mugs and stuff. And TFormers is you can obviously chat with everybody on the forums there. And
share your reviews.
Say again.
Share your reviews and streams.
There you go.
Oh, and before I forget, you can check all of us out, plus 18 additional Transformers reviewers on Transformers Reviewers website, channel, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and it's TF Reviewers. And check that all out. That way you can check all of us out in one location. And yes, Brian, even you. You just learned about it.
Wow! Come with me, and you'll see.
See, look at the third Brian.
In a world of pure inebriation.
But everybody quit singing, my God.
There's no earthly way of knowing which direction we are going.
They don't stop growing.